Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
It's the KSM Show. Thank you. I'm all fired up. This evening is going to be a very, very captivating engagement I'm going to be having. You know, elections, 2024 is the year for the elections. And for now, the political parties are preparing, people are gearing up to be flag bearers of their various parties. And one by one, those who are potential, those who are not, and things like that. Today, I'm talking to this gentleman who has come out boldly to say, I am contesting for the NDC flag bearership 2024. Does he mean business? Well, that's why he's my guest here, I don't want to tell you a whole lot about him because you know him already. For those of you who remember, he was instrumental in rebranding GOIL, for GOIL to become what GOIL is today. Show some love for that. Yes. He was also the former mayor of Kumasi metropolitan area. Many of you call it Rotary Park. Your friend Rotary Park, Rattery Park, yeah. He was instrumental in that. Plus many things. But he's here today because I want to have an engaging chat with him. Are you ready to take over the NDC? So in the meantime, put your hands together, show some love for my good friend, Kojo Bonsu. Hey, my man. Good to see you, man. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
And welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. Man, that's you. Kojo Bonsu is in the house. We're going to have a very engaging and captivating, interesting segment coming up after the commercial break. We will be right back.
The KSM Show.
Easter, the Aduane Cactus Creek. I'm telling you, folks, it's going to be 4 days of excitement and fun, starting from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The Easter weekend is going to be rocking at the Cactus Creek. So join us at the Cactus Creek this Easter. From locals to grills to the best of anything you want. But on Sunday, the 9th, my good friend and my son, Mr. Ochri, that amazing saxophone guy, will be performing on Sunday, as I said, starting from 2 p.m. until it will be awesome.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. You are always welcome home. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
If you ever wanted to study in America or Canada, AFEX Hub is the place for you. They prepare you for your SAT test, everything you need to have to get to the US or Canada. AFEX Hub gives you the training. They're having another seminar on the 22nd. So please make sure you are a part of this. The number to call is 0244 829 955. 0244 829 955.
My name is Nbebo Nona from Adisadel College.
I'm Siobhan Haumkwe Green. I completed Wesley Girls High School.
I applied for New York University, but the Abu Dhabi campus, and God being so good and gracious, I got in.
Consulting with AFEX, getting advice as to what schools to choose because of the path which I want to tread on. University of Pennsylvania was the best option.
I've been challenged, I've been pushed, I've learned a lot. Moving away from a place where I think I'm the best of the best, de la creme, and coming here to meet great minds from all over Ghana has been challenging.
I would say that I'm very much indebted to AFEX. Now, coming into contact with people from different schools and preparing with them towards the SAT. It's actually taught me that education is multidimensional. It is having knowledge and being able to tackle problems in the different aspects of life.
One thing I'm fascinated about is computer science, but then related to innovation, bringing out new things in tech. So my dream is to create a sort of Silicon Valley in Ghana.
The experience, I would say, transforming. Simply transforming. Everything about it was transforming, like right from the start of preparation for SAT, to application of schools, to writing of essays. All of those have been transforming.
There is a whole community out here, there's a whole family out here who are willing to help you. I received a lot of support when I came here, a lot of encouragement, a lot of push to study and all.
AFEX actually taught me that there's a lot more work that I have to do because I don't know all the things that I thought I did know.
Come here with a very, very humble mind, willingness to learn. Because me coming here, I came here with the idea that, okay, if you are excelling in all other things, you can excel in SAT as well. Please, SAT is a different game altogether.
Okay, folks, if you ever wanted to join the gym, this is the time. Pulse Fitness is offering amazing discounts for their Easter promo. The prices are just fantastic. Make sure you call 0302 519 675 and get the details.
Pulse Fitness Center, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana. Meet the indefatigable captain.
There are 3 things that I love doing. Number 1, workout. Number 2, workout. Number 3, workout. Workout put mind, soul, and body together.
The captain has spoken.
We're getting busy. Bright lights, yeah, they make me dizzy. Logo Liggy. I just want the Lizzie. It's a Logo Liggy. Uptown chasing for the Lizzie. Downtown, everybody busy. Logo Liggy. Life be Logo Liggy. I just want the
Pulse Fitness Center, East Legon Branch, Lizzie Sports Complex, Cotton Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana. 0302 519 675. Kumasi branches. Officers Mess Branch, Denyame, Major Kobina Drive, Kumasi 0541 871 602. Golden Tulip Kumasi City Branch, Raintree Street 0322 492 647. Pulse, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana.
Say what lie we for on town.
It is a pleasing pleasure to announce that my son will be having a special. Oh, Joe will be having a special. Take a look at this.
It is obi irritating. I'm also kind of profile. Say irritating me. You are irritating me. Give it up for bro.
Oh, Joe! Oh, Joe, one of Ghana's fastest rising comedians, will host his first ever comedy special themed Timid and Crazy. The Timid and Crazy comedy special promises to be exciting with a hilarious Clemento Suarez as your MC, Obian Ponsa, Alois, James Brown, BJ, Papaya, and many more will also be there to make you laugh your stress and depressions away. Remember, the place to be is the Snap Cinema inside the AMA building on 22nd April, 6:30 p.m. Sharp! Grab your tickets and reservations now. Contact 050-119-9632 or 024-826-6608. Timid and Crazy is proudly sponsored by Cheesy Pizza, Juice Run, Soul Impact, Janam Spartan Drinks, AC Special Popcorn, and powered by events planning and management firm Events Excel. It's the timid and crazy comedy special. Be there.
The reason. Azipa Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Azipa Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
KSM Show.
We're back, and I'm very, very happy to have here my good friend Kojo. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, KSM, for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I've been trying to get you for a long time, but I think this is the right time.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
First question I'm throwing out there. Kojo, you are now an active candidate for the flag bearership of the NDC. Some are saying, oh, Kojo, dear, I know him, he's a good politician. Or testy what test no, you know, or knowing him say this is not his time. That's what they are saying. But or testy, he's just preparing to take over 28. What's your reaction to that?
I mean, everybody has his own right to say anything that they want. But I know what I'm looking for and I know what I'm doing. I'm going for the kill.
You're going for the kill?
That's right.
2024?
2024.
Oh, see, he's going for the kill. Yeah. Really? So this is not part of a political strategy, anything to introduce yourself?
What political strategy? I've done enough in this country for people to know me already. So I don't really need to introduce myself. I'm going for it.
So you're ready?
Ever ready.
Ever ready. Wow. We'll be getting to that, but let me ask you this. Of late, the MPP has been in the news, you know. Some parts not very favorably, some parts people don't care. But it was this that apparently the party are taking a principled position that they were not going to support the decision of President Akufo-Addo to bring in some more new ministers. So there's now some rancor and kasa in the party about why did the MPs decide to go and vote for the president's position. What is your feeling when you look at all these things?
Thank you very much, KSM. I have a different view altogether. That is my personal thinking.
Okay.
I think it's just too late in the day for us to ask this government that has messed the system up to reduce their ministerial numbers to 60.
You think it's too late?
It's too late. We should have blocked this when they came for the second term. You had ministers like the finance minister, everybody was saying that they should take him out and that sort of thing. So at that time, I think we NDC could have decided that, look, this government has too many ministers, so they have to cut it down. But if we wait till a year for us to go and run elections to tell them to cut their ministers down, I think it is not something very good for us, in the sense that if they want to bring 1,000 ministers and mess up, why don't you support them to mess up? Because we need the votes. We need the votes.
So you are basically saying that during the in 20, when the Minister of Finance came up, that's the time when NDC should have acted.
Yeah, we shouldn't have approved any of them. We should have blocked them.
And NDC didn't. And now they are trying to block something, and you think it's too little, too late?
It's too little, too late. We should have done this earlier. So I think in the day, it wasn't a good thing. That is my personal thinking. Because we could have done this long ago. And mind you, all the MPs are running elections at the moment. So obviously you've put raw meat just in front of a carnivore. So I personally didn't agree with that situation, because I even heard, some of the ministers, MPs being accused. One MP was crying on radio that he's been added to the whole thing, he's not part. You see, it brings confusion. It doesn't make a lot of things work for us. But I believe that we could have had a chat with all the caucus, the MPs, and discuss this internally. And if we had discussed this internally, we could have sorted the problem out. But it was like all over, and everybody knew all that was going on. And I think that is not how we should do it. We should have spoken to them in camera and make sure that this is what we're going to do. Obviously, I asked a question the other day. If, let's say, John Abu Jinapo was part of those ministers to be approved, and John Jinapo is an NDC, right? Mm-hmm. So who would he have voted for? Would he have voted for his brother? So this is exactly what happens. Intermarriages, families, and people have relations on the other side. The only difference is NDC and PP. So I think that we could have handled it in a different way. So and we could have achieved all that we wanted to do.
In effect, there was no point having NDC come out with a principled stand on the issue?
Yeah, that's right. There was no point. That is my point of view.
Your personal, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And the thing
rather we have put some of our MPs in trouble because a lot of people were hurt. I was in the parts of the Volta region, and you could see that they are not very happy with that thing that happened. It's going to affect some MPs. Some of them are very innocent, so it can affect them to the national elections, so that people say, oh, when we give you the chance, you go and mess up those, so we will vote against you. It can happen. And that is going to cost us a lot of money, because there's a lot of issues. So I believe that we should look at it in another way next time, talk in camera, and solve these problems and know how we handle it so that we don't go to that extreme.
What is it that frustrates you about politics? I mean, you want to be a flag bearer for the NDC. What frustrates you about the whole thing?
KSM, I think I want to fine you for that.
For almost
for calling me, another thing, So I'll fine you. Okay?
I'll pay the fine. I'll pay.
A bottle of schnapps.
A bottle of schnapps.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure we have one waiting before he leaves here. Okay.
Yes, the frustration is finding a whole lot of money to file to become a flag bearer for NDC.
Too costly?
It's too expensive. If you go to villages, you go to outside Accra and Kumasi, you have some brilliant guys out there. Good ideas, they can run this country. But are you saying if they don't have 500,000, which is 5 billion old cedi, they cannot run as president? I think these are some of the things that we need to look at. As a social democratic party like NDC, we have to look at this seriously. Otherwise, all the good guys are going to go and run away. So it's a bit frustrating.
The party needs to raise money. What?
There are a lot of ways that we can raise money. A lot of ways people can pay dues. Let me commend the party for doing this recent dues checker and an app. It's very good. It's helping. So all that we do is we have to find a proper management system that will run the dues of the party so that we have money to run the party. But if we say we're going to look at paying 5 billion old cedi to become a flag bearer, I think it really sets me back.
Should it be because of democracy, anybody who feels they are qualified, or not who feels, anybody who's qualified to run and wants to run can run, or should there be financial obligations for people to go through?
No, I don't think so. With the Social Democratic Party, if you run, you qualify. There's an age limit, you qualify, and they vet you. So all those things would allow you to be able to do that. So I don't think there's a problem with that. But the finance bit, we have to find another way. We have to find another way because there are a lot of people out there who don't have the money to run. So if you don't have the money, does it mean your ideas to run the country?
Share ideas with the one who has the money.
Then you sit back and let some, but you can do it better if you have the ideas. You can manage it yourself because you know it.
So you're cool. You're able to raise it.
Why not?
You have the money.
I wouldn't say I have the money, but I was able to raise it.
So there are those who can always raise it. So
yes, and majority cannot raise it. Some can raise it, yes, but not everybody.
Okay, let's move past that. So you become the flag bearer of the NDC.
That's right.
Considering where Ghana is today, and that's all that is on the lips of Ghanaians about how deep we are in debt and how this and how that. Now we're waiting for the IMF to do this and that, you know. What can you assure Ghanaians that you're bringing that beyond where we are now, there's any hope? Because Ghanaians have now become a bit skeptical. So, you know.
So if you listen or look at one of my slogans, a new representation and a new style. Now, let me give you a quotation. Isaiah 61, verse 1 to 7. The whole country is messed up. Financially, we are down. We have a lot of challenges. But in that quotation, it's saying that God has given me Kojo Bonsu.
Your name is in the Bible?
No, I'm just, I like that. I like that, but I'm just using that, you know.
Yeah.
It's giving me all the necessary accoutrements to come and run the country and make it better. He's going to give me loads of money to come and financially engineer all the problems that we have. And that is the quotation. It happened in Israel before, and that is what is going to happen. If I win, God is going to give me the money to solve all the problems of Ghana.
How do you prove to Ghanaians that this is not just a claim? You know what even worries me is hearing you with a quotation from the Bible. You know why? Because the finance minister who has put us in this deep indebtedness is governed by rules and quotations from the Bible.
Everybody has a style, and my style is that. It's something new I'm bringing to the country. Look, if you follow the kind of works I've done, everywhere I go, I succeed. Goyle, I was able to rebrand Goyle, and this is where we are with Goyle now. KMA, I was able to do my best. The National Sports Authority, and in business as a private businessman. So it's going to come to bear to be able to solve the problems of Ghana. It's not going to be done in a day, but I can assure you that I have the vision, I have the ideas, I have the acumen, I have the know-how to bring Ghana to a better place.
And what I'll just ask you now is to help me, because I hear everybody who wants to be where you want to be now telling me something similar. You know, you have a new leadership, you have a new style that you're bringing, you have succeeded in things that you have done. Many others may make such claims. How, me sitting back here, wanting to make a decision, how does it help me to decide, say, but this is the one I believe in because of so and so?
Yes, you look at my past record, what I've been able to achieve then you would use that against me or for me. Now, the thing is that this country has all these challenges because of frivolous expenditure. Okay? Land Cruisers following a president, 52 Land Cruisers following a president. DCs, that's the MMDCs sitting in Nissan Patrol, 330 districts, chief executives having Nissan Patrol each. Do you know the cost of one Nissan Patrol? $180,000. These things, under my watch, it will be changed. Can't you use a pickup that costs $25,000 air conditioned, for the district assembly chief executive? We're wasting money, too much money. If you look at the cost that I'm looking at, it's very minute to the economy of Ghana. But at least, kakra kakra, akoko benum nsu. Because when you do that, you are cutting expenditure. Ministers travel with a whole entourage, 10 people to Europe. And COVID has come to teach us that you can have meetings on Zoom. You don't have to travel with a lot of people to go and pay hotel bills, your vehicular movement and everything. So if you discuss something and it's a document you have to sign, it can be emailed. Within 20 minutes, the email is here. You look through, your lawyers look through, it's agreeable, you sign the contract. You send it less than $100 by courier to the people. They also sign their version. A deal is done. So these are all the things that we can cut down costs. I gave you an example of 52 Land Cruisers on a row following a president. You have 3 people sitting in the Land Cruiser, 3 people. So for the 50, you have about 150 people. You're going to, let's say, from Accra to Kumasi or Accra to Techiman. You have to book 150 rooms for all the people following. Per diem, cost of feeding. We can reduce all. And if we're able to do this, I think this country will be better off.
What do you have on the top of your head, any drastic areas that you think you cut under your presidency, if you should get the flag bearership? What are some of the things easily comes my way?
The fleet of cars following you. 4 cars. If you've been to UK, I mean, the Americans have their style, but they have their money. We don't. So why do we buy a fleet of cars? I will be able to cut maximum 4 cars with 4 dispatch riders following you. That's it.
4 cars.
4 cars. There's no point. If anybody wants to follow you, they to take the lead at the venue. And I'm going to put my foot down on those things. There's no point. Total waste of energy, waste of money. So if we're able to cut down our cost, I mean, cut our coat according to our size, I think we would do things better. Okay. And also, we need to grow all that we eat. Mm-hmm. The importation in the country is too much. I mean, look at something like, we have chapa, and I love chewing chapa every morning. You can even mold chapa into toothpick. But we import toothpick into the country. There are a lot of things that we don't need. We can get them done here.
Right here. Let's pause for a course. Let's take a commercial break because you've mentioned 2 things I'd like to come back on and start with. And so let's take a short commercial break. When we come back, we're still hanging out with Kojubos. We'll be right back.
KSM Show.
Easter, the Anuani Cactus Creek. I'm telling you, folks, it's going to be 4 days of excitement and fun, starting from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The Easter weekend is going to be rocking at the Cactus Creek. So join us at the Cactus Creek this Easter. From locals to grills to the best of anything you want. But on Sunday, the 9th, my good friend and my son, Mr. Autry, that amazing saxophone guy, will be performing on Sunday, as I said, starting from 2 p.m. until it will be awesome.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
If you ever wanted to study in America or Canada, Apex Hub is the place for you. They prepare you for your SAT test, everything you need to have to get to the US or Canada. Apex Hub gives you the training. They're having another seminar on the 22nd, so please make sure you are a part of this. The number to call is 0244 829 955. 0244 829 955.
Azepa Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Azepa Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
KSM Show.
We're back with that. And everything you are saying, I agree with. You know, the frivolous expenditure, not living or not cutting our coats according to our size.
That's right.
But this is my worry. We all know it, we all say it, and people, flag bearers will say, no, these are things we shouldn't be doing. They come and they repeat the same thing. Do you have any specifics to give us to convince us? Oh no, could you because your body is different?
Oh, you see, let me tell you something. Man is fallible, so you can mess up at a point.
Yeah.
But you need to, as a leader with leadership, you need to be firm with the things that you do. I get worried about when you're driving on the road in Ghana. The drive was supposed to be a right-hand drive, right? Mm-hmm. Moving on the right, cars coming on the left. Then whilst where you are driving, a motorbike is facing you.
Yeah.
You slip, you hit him, you've killed somebody, the law will get you. But it is total indiscipline. Because we have to move this way. All vehicular movement should be like this. Moto, everything should be one way. Then coming this way to one way. But we're so indisciplined about these things. So it creates havoc in the system. And we're not able to check these things. It's the indiscipline that is engulfed in this country.
How will you make it different? To still be the same in this country?
I think people would think I'm bringing militarism. I would make sure that every student, after SS or university, you do 2 years as a national service with the military. Wow. So if you want to become a doctor, you go and do your 2 years, then after that you go and do your doctorate or your medicine.
But
if you want to be
2 years of military training?
Military training, yes. I've done the costings already. 150,000 students churn out every year. So you distribute them and you equip the military. Because recently I saw the government has bought too many military equipment for the military. What are they using it for? We are not fighting. We are not going to war with anybody. So we need to equip the military. Yes, I agree with that. But they have to do something. Train the people. At least 150,000 people who churn out can be trained, and they can go and replicate it elsewhere for us to get some kind of discipline in the system. Because
you believe that when you have the military training for 2 years, it will instill discipline?
It will break. You see, Rome was not built in a day, and it cannot be achieved in the first maybe 5 years. But if we build on, the people that we're churning out would learn something about. Look, if you go to the ministries right now, you want to look for some documentation. You go, envelope, paper, I mean, it's your work. You're being paid for.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that we need to change that will bring the system to. We cannot correct it 100% within a short time. But if we continue to do it, within 10 years, we'll bring the country back to normal and people will behave as such. That is my thinking. And that is one of the new things, the new representation I'm talking about. You know, it's too much. And I believe that when these things happen, it will start straightening people.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just also want to understand why you would think the 2 years of military training will make that much of a difference. Will we be surprised to find out that they went through military training for 2 years?
Okay. I went to the military academy to find out cost, and I was discussing this just to pick up brains to be able to plan. They were saying, oh, 6 months will be okay, no? At least after the first Buga training, you have to be put in an office to learn the training and to go through it. So at least, national service is 1 year, add 1 year to it. At least then it goes into their blood. They learn. I mean, I was reading something, you know, when the British military, some Ghanaian military used to go to Sandhurst in the UK. They come with a different, you know, the training is different. And that is what I want for Ghana.
Yeah. You talk about like the indiscipline, for example. It's massive. And it's gotten to the point that it pays to be disciplined. Because you see somebody, like you're saying, driving on the wrong side of the road, they have their headlights on, telling you to clear off because for whatever reason, they are coming. And you find those who are driving on the right side, they actually go and give way to those breaking the law.
Is this right?
No, it is not.
And now everybody in this country is a security man or some security agency.
Yes.
All those things must be banned. It is only the interior minister, the president, who have the right. It's in the constitution to do those things.
Yeah, everybody does it now.
There's so much discipline, and they'll go and buy that thing.
Yeah, and put it on their cars. Yes.
What does that do?
So, this is what is worrying me. Don't we have an IGP? Don't we have somebody who is supposed to be correcting these? What are they doing?
Before I go further, I think I would like to commend the IGP, Mr. Dampare. He has done a lot for me. I mean, if I say for me, it's my thinking. Look at the people on the visibility spots. That alone has brought crime down. If you go to, you see 2 policemen watching, you know, about 3 years ago, you will hear in a minute, oh, armed robbers, daytime robbery, they've taken money from, but this, it's come down. So that one alone, I want to commend Mr. Dampare for the yeoman's job that he has done. But it's so difficult. Go to Rwanda. The life there is totally different. You see that there's some kind of discipline in this country.
Yeah. Right from the airport.
Yes.
You know that you have entered a country with discipline.
You know, even car parking at the airport in Ghana, people don't want to pay, so they want to go and park at where you have emergencies. Come on. Come on. So we need to bring a new representation, a new style, And we need to reboot the system. And that is what I'm trying to do. And that is what Kojo stands for.
Maybe it's my age, Kojo. You know.
No, but you're my age group.
You are much younger.
No way. I've known you for years, and I think we are my contemporary.
Sort of.
I'm sure you are 63.
No. Oh, I'm what is super.
Oh, but you'll be 65. No way.
What is soup? Even 65, what is soup?
Hey, really? then who of it?
65, what is so?
Matiso.
What is so?
Oh, then an old box.
Eh?
You're too old. Because I was taking you to be around 64, 63.
Oh, no. My parent did that.
Anyway, why are you?
Thank you.
Why are you?
Having said that, thank you. But, you know, that's why I said maybe it's my age because all these things, as if some are teao. Do you know how long I've been hearing about how Ghanaians are frustrated? Say, it's mean, what do you call it? It's mean your toothpick. Gun high or trap, it's mean your Matisan, my diabetes 66 euro. I hear now coming. And I'm sure I'll be hearing it. So that's what I'm saying, that when I hear people like you talk about these things, I just want to know that it's not the same old crying that I've heard.
No, I was saying.
Mitio, secondary school time, up to now. So I'm saying, which leader is going to come and actually tell me, say they are worried about toothpick, and I know, say, the way they work, they will do something about it.
You see, a leadership, and you need to be firm as a leader. And because you are going to drive the nation, direction, engineer to abandono. Now, see, direction, you have to be firm with the things that you do. Because it is the person driving the leadership. And you need to make sure, so can be obey. And I mean, toothpick, power. We just have to get equipment for people to start using it. Fine. A lot of people talk about importation, and you be beyond a bit ban. But what you do is that as we move on as a country, you ban it slowly. Toothpick there, and no. Instantly, because dollar na ye penno. O chase it down there no kwakoto. What does that mean? And today may be kakra. But make sure that you are a firm leader. You make sure say name our can obey. And people should be taken by their word. Say, Okoka assembly. No to me, you should be responsible for what you're saying. So it is not that you just come and say things and go. You should be taken, like every 6 months or every year, questions must be asked on your manifesto. Why you said this, why haven't you been able to achieve? Because if you are telling people this is what you could, you have done research. You should have researched. This military 2 years, I've done research. I know the costs. I know everything because I've gone to the military to find out how much does it cost to train people for 6 months, for 1 year. This is so, and with inflation, maybe you add 10-15%, So you should be able to be asked questions that you said this, you said that. You are not doing it so that you'll be taken on.
Okay. And you've talked about the indiscipline and certain things. If you are the leader, let's say you become president, can you tell me like the first maybe 2 key areas you think you're going to attack with vim and vigor right away to make sure that we get change singing?
KSM, I think you're making me rush because I still haven't crossed the hurdle of flag bearership of my party. So when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. I don't want to come and give all my ideas to people and say,
I hear you.
But let's get this, what we are going through now.
Yeah.
When I win, then I can tell you what I want to do for Ghana.
Matthias, yeah.
I think it's fair.
I
leave you off the hook.
Okay, so now let's concentrate on now. Also in the initial, I asked you about certain things about the party position and what happened with the vote, and you seem a little bit concerned that it could have possibly caused a bit of division and things like that. What is your objective of unifying the party should you get the flag bearership?
So the party must be rebooted.
Rebooted?
Yeah. So that is what I'm doing. My campaign is called Reboot. We need to bring...
and it entails what? The rebooting?
The rebooting
for those who are listening to you now.
You are rebooting to unite the party.
Okay.
You are rebooting to create jobs. You are rebooting to bring new things to the party. You are rebooting to bring unity and love to the party. And those are the things.
Mm.
So if I reboot, that means changing, of coming up with new things. And like you want to reboot the computer. So the thing is off. So you want to turn it on for it to run again. Mm-hmm. So I'm rebooting. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And that is what I want to bring to NDC.
Is the NDC off? In
a way, it's off. Mm. You know, there are a lot of things that we need to do and ginger to make the party more attractive, better.
Mm. Are you of the view that the amount of work that NDC needs to do has been sort of simplified? And I say people are not even estimating. There's a decision that the things are so bad now that the thing has driven it in the direction of an easy go for the NDC.
I mean, things are not that bad, but I believe it could be better. We could do good things for the party. Because you see, politics, you need to attract a lot of people. Look at CPP. They were not able to attract people, so it's now almost defunct.
Yeah.
So we need to build our party and make NDC stronger and stronger by coming up with these new things, rebooting the party, doing things. So it's fresh, it's good, and people will be joining us more. Mm. And if we do things well...
Is the MPP attractive as we talk?
They are worse. They are not attractive
They
at
are
all.
not.
They messed up. So how can you be attractive when you messed up?
And they are aiming to break the 8. That must entail a bit of...
It's a lot of noise. Break the 8. When this economy has gone to the lowest ebb. You tell her you want to break the 8? NDC and I will show them that they don't know what they are doing.
How attractive is the NDC?
Oh yes, it's better than MPP. Better than MPP. Very attractive because, you see, we believe in a united country, a peaceful country, prosperity for everybody, not one way. MPP, some Escafo area, where they been no, NDC is global, it's for everybody. Every time we come to power, we make money, we save money, and these people come and squander all the money. So we are at 0 at the moment. So NDC is more attractive than our opponents.
So what do you think the chances are now? I'm talking about 24.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal?
It's a done deal, but we need to work a bit harder. NDC needs to work. It's a done deal. I mean, everybody's not happy with what's going on. So I don't even see how MPP can dream of breaking the 8. It's an impossible thing. But behold, we also need to do some good work. Close certain things. Should be able to collate our results in no time. And these are some of the things that we need to sort of close up. And that's it.
And what personally, is it part of the effort of rebooting this?
It's all part of rebooting and new representation. A new style and a new representation. Reboot for unity, reboot for jobs, and reboot for victory 2024. Those are the messages.
You're hearing straight from Kojo's. Reboot for
unity. Reboot for jobs. Reboot for victory
2024. In case they go for the elections, the delegates decide, yeah, Kojo, we like you. We are young.
Wow.
We are dynamic.
Bingo. Bingo.
Will you be surprised or something you think is...
Why not? It can happen. Why? You think I cannot win?
Me?
Yes.
I don't trust delegates.
It doesn't matter. But I'm very positive because I'm going down there. I'm going granular to the people. If you talk to the people, they understand what you're saying, they take a feel of what you're telling them, and they like you. They will vote for you. It's hard work, but you need to do it and achieve it.
And you think you can do it, or it's done?
I wouldn't say it's done, no.
Quite well. There's still more time.
Oh, more time. We have about 42 days left. So we're still working.
Yeah.
We're still working.
In case you win,
yep.
What will you do with JM?
Oh, I must confess, JM is my former boss, and I respect him so much to the highest level. We will campaign on his legacy. He has done so well for NDC. I think we should clap for JM. But it's contest. It is democracy. So that is why I will be able, or I am able to contest my former boss. It is not acrimonious. It is nothing bad. But the man did well for NDC. NDC will make noise of his legacy. That's what we will look after him very well. He's a former president. Now,
so my last question is, since he has done so well for the party, by your own admission,
yes,
and you're going to be competing on his record, why don't you leave him to go again?
Come on. So where is democracy then?
Yeah, democracy is there.
Yeah, so yes.
But beyond democracy is the winning.
Yes. So
the whole thing is about winning. So if the aim is about winning, strategically, can you say actually, because
it doesn't promote democracy in the party. You see, the thing is that he's done well, yes. I mean, the truth must be said. He's done well. But that doesn't mean that somebody cannot do better than him. Let's support him. He's done it. But a new style, a new representation is coming to do better.
And the new style, the new representation. Could you also show him some love one more time? But thank you so much for honoring our invitation and coming here and giving us some of the energy you have and spreading your mission and your vision. And people are listening and they have heard. And we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much, KSM. Now let me talk to my delegates.
Yeah.
Delegates out there, on the 13th of May, listen to all that Kojoponsi is saying with the rebooting, the new style, the new representation, and vote for me. Hey, I'm counting on your votes. Vote for Kojoponsu. Vote number 2.
And so until we come back again, your time, KSM signing off. Thank you so much again for joining us today.
Thank you.
Until we come back your way again next week. By the way, we have a very fascinating guest coming next week. You've got to see the show next week. Not that this week is not fascinating. Can it get any more fascinating than this? No. So until we come your way again next week, KSM signing off in the same ways as I always do. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of, let the whole world say, yeah.